WVUA-FM, Tuscaloosa.
And hello, everybody, to another Student Section MLB episode. I'm, of course, your host, Carson Keele, with
Luke Torre,
Adam Baranovsky.
And a lot to talk about as we're coming up closer and closer to the start of baseball. We have the World Baseball Classic. We have Alabama softball. We have Alabama baseball. And so much more we got to get down and look at. So, let's start off with the big announcement when it came to the World Baseball Classic today. Braves legend, of course, we're in Braves country. We have to mention this. Ronald Acuna Jr. will be playing for his home country of Venezuela. He will be going to Miami for the tournament, and he will be there to represent Venezuela, be a part of that national team. I mean, I think it's all grins here in the studio when we're talking about this because I think everyone's really excited to see what he does.
Yeah. I mean, I've mentioned before he's my favorite player. Calling him a legend, Braves legend, is a little bit of a stretch right now. I mean, he is my favorite player. But I mean, when you got guys in that organization like Chipper Jones and Hank Aaron and Andrew Jones, like, come on. I mean, not yet. He's on that path.
He's definitely on path. He will be. Just take your time.
But yeah, very, very excited to see him. He's obviously flashy, swaggy player. Love to see him representing his country there, so that'll be a fun sight to see. That also boosts Venezuela up on the power rankings a little bit. But yeah, I'm hyped to see him because, like I said, he's my favorite player. I love watching him.
Yeah, I had the same thing as Luke. I think Venezuela goes up in the rankings after getting confirmed that Acuna's playing. That's my immediate thought was that them and the DR are the favorites, in my opinion. Is them, the Dominican Republic, and probably the United States, the way I see it. But yeah, definitely it's a huge boost for Venezuela, and that's just like got their chances a lot better in my opinion because Acuna is a showstopper. I think he's box office too. He's gonna wow, I think a lot of people this year too. He's gonna be back to 2020 Acuna, not obviously before he tore his ACL. That's Acuna I'm talking about. But
it's something where you're kind of like, oh wow, but
hey, he's got a boosted chance to make it through the full season because Jose Urena is not on an active roster right now, so he won't be throwing at him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I don't remember what season it is, but in his career, he's been hit by Jose Urena 9 times.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very clear Urena does not, even no matter the organization he's with, I mean, the moment that happened in 2019,
where he broke the wrist, right?
So I don't think he broke the wrist. The story basically, my understanding is he sprained it, but it basically just hit so hard, basically caused bruising for a couple days. But I mean,
whatever it was just unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean,
first pitch of the game too.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't there, but for some reason I remember. I think I was basically watching the game live. I don't know what your guys' thoughts on it, but basically I remember, at least with Braves fans online, it was basically like people calling for his head. Do you remember that at all?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. When Acuna got hit.
Yeah, that was a big deal for a couple days.
Yeah, I remember when who was that on the Yankees, Luke, that got hit intentionally by the Astro, or was it vice versa? I don't remember.
Like recently?
Yeah. And there was a lot of outrage. I don't remember which. I don't remember if it was one way or the other way.
It was probably Yankees hitting the Astros, if I had to guess.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember the scenario now.
Yankees, yeah. It was, I don't remember what pitcher did it, and it was legit on purpose. I saw it too. It was relatively intentional the way it looked to me.
I'm drawing a blank.
I know, me too. I don't remember. It happened. I just don't remember who. But there was a lot of outrage after that too.
I want to think it was at the Astros.
Yeah. No, well, yeah, it was at the Astros. We were throwing at them and stuff like that.
No. I'm saying at Astros, at the at Minute Maid Park.
No, yeah. I think it was at Yankee Stadium. I think
maybe it happened multiple times.
It happened multiple times. It happened multiple times.
My favorite moment, honestly, one of my favorite Yankee moments ever was CC Sabathia in one of his last seasons. He couldn't get thrown out one more time, or else he'd have to pay a $500,000 fine, and he drilled one of the Rays players or something. And I loved that because CC was such a good teammate. He didn't care about having to pay $500,000. He got ejected. He drilled that dude. I loved it. I miss CC, man. We need more people like CC. But anyway.
But coming back to the topic at hand we originally had, of course, I mean, like we said, him coming and joining that Venezuela team, it's huge.
Yeah.
I think it's going to have a big impact on their performance. I guess, does it draw your attention, I guess, to more... I mean, I think we all thought the Miami hub, I guess, for the World Baseball Classic, Pool D, was going to kind of be the one. Does that just solidify the chances?
Yeah.
I mean, remind me who was in that pool?
Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, and I want to say one other team.
Yeah, that definitely is the toughest one.
I want to say it's Israel
make it out.
for some reason.
But like I said, I think the DR does it.
Yeah, I think pretty easily too.
I think it's gonna be DR in America in the final. It's been like that the past years. It seems.
Yeah,
like
I think the Dominican Republic beats us unfortunately in the final because their team is just top to bottom.
I mean, wait, can someone remind me? The final, is it one game or is it a series?
Last time I remember, it was just basically the World Cup.
Yeah,
it's basically that style.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think it's one game. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, because if it was a series, obviously it could go either way. Baseball is baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, it could go either way. It's one game.
Yeah, well, it's
so
one game.
I mean, I don't obviously if we were to match up, I think the DR would be the favorite. But baseball's baseball. You
the
saw
Braves,
it.
the Yankees are a perfect example.
The Yankees got no hit by the Astros and hit a walk-off 3-run homer the next day.
And the Astros won a World Series without their best player.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
or not the Astros, the Braves.
Yeah,
the Braves.
I mean,
two of their best.
Stuff happens. It's baseball, so I mean, obviously it's a toss-up.
Yeah. But kind of, still talking about kind of the World Baseball Classic. So we were talking a little bit before the show. Dominican Republic, their jerseys will not be on sale, and they'll only have 8,000 hats for sale at Miami. I guess it's very annoying from the Dominican Republic on that because usually they have great jerseys.
Yeah, right. I would have gotten a Soto one.
Yeah,
if I was
actually. Let me. There was more to it now. The story that I'm thinking about, but hang on. World Baseball Classic. I'm trying to figure out if they said it was just turned in late or if it was. This is one of those things where I'm like, oh, why did I forget this? It's always like, wow, good job, Carson. Okay. So it's there only be 2,000 hats. DR turned in the design late, so the MLB didn't approve it. So my question is, what are they going to be wearing now if the MLB didn't approve it? Of course, that's translation. Could be, they're wearing the jersey anyway, or are they going to be just wearing some kind of standard, black and white jersey?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah,
that's a really good question.
I mean, I doubt. I don't know what the MLB wouldn't approve.
Well, it's because they turned it in late, so maybe it's just a manufacturing process. Have mass.
I mean, jerseys don't take that long.
Maybe they were trying to change the jerseys from last year because I feel like if they weren't, then they would just submit that right off the bat. So I'm sure it would just be the same jerseys that we've seen in years past because they haven't made much changes, have they?
I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. We haven't seen these jerseys because.
I'm just saying, year to year in the past, they haven't really made much changes.
I mean, let me look.
Because if I'm not mistaken, they've been pretty similar in colors.
I know Japan's has been very similar the last couple of years.
Yeah, Japan they never really changed it. Once they have
they're like the Yankees.
Yeah. I know. I kind of want the Yankees to change it up a little bit.
I don't know. I like the whole traditional thing.
I want to change it up a little bit. I'm a new school guy.
I'm looking at all this. It doesn't seem like they changed a lot unless they've really messed around with stuff. This might be.
So yeah, that would be my prediction. If I think they tried to go crazy and do New Jerseys and then.
Okay, so unless they change it, I just found the website.
I'm sure it's just going to be similar to last year.
Well, here's the thing. This one says it's 2009 to present, but World Baseball Classic usually, every couple of tournaments they change things up a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I have to wonder if these are new jerseys, and they just were super late in submitting everything because you would think
potentially it's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, so something to kind of keep an eye on. But again, I guess let's talk about it because again we're still talking about World Baseball Classic. It's so soon. I guess we kind of talked about this a little bit. Venezuela adding Ronald Acuna Jr. to the team now. I guess, do we see kind of a switch fully to people saying Dominican Republic could possibly not win Pool D?
No, I think Dominican's gonna win it. They're just they're just like top to bottom. Like they have players on the bench that could easily start for any other country and any other MLB team even. Like it's unreal. Just like they have probably the two best relief pitchers in baseball right now in Soto and Clase. Classic throws like 105. Like it's unhittable. His pitches. Like the Yankee Judge couldn't even hit a pitch. He was just looking at it. Like it's just impossible. It's like lightning. His pitch.
Yeah.
They have the Cy Young winner. They have a ton of pitchers. And they have Soto. They got a whole bunch of other players. They're just by far top to bottom most complete team. I mean, again, it's baseball. Luke was right. Baseball is very unpredictable. It's like usually the best team doesn't win in baseball. Mm-hmm. So it's like, but when people represent their country, I feel like they play with more passion. It's just me, like Japan, for example. Like when you look at Japan, outside of really Shohei and Yu Darvish, it's not the greatest roster.
Yeah.
But Japan is always competitive because when they play for Japan, they're different. They're just like, it's just like a different feeling than if you play for like, I don't know, like LA Angels or something. Like no offense, but it's like it's different if you play for the LA Angels. But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I believe.
Like when they represent their country, this is what they've been prepping for like a long time because they just like they work in America. These guys like those Japanese guys, those Dominican guys, they're not like most of them aren't American citizens. They just come to America to work. But then when they play for their country, it's like a different like fire under them, and that's why I think that it'll be a lot more like competitive. You know?
Yeah, I really get that, Luke.
I agree. I mean, it's pretty much took the words right out of my mouth. I really that exactly what my thoughts exactly.
Well, I pulled it back up the pools. Pool D, like we were talking about, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Israel, and Nicaragua.
Why is Israel in that?
Well, they got to change it up. I mean, what are you supposed to?
They just got put in like war.
They put like 3 countries in the same area.
What are their betting odds to make it out of that pool? Plus 30 mil. Like I don't think I'd like.
Well, I mean, okay, so I guess
it'd be like $1 to win $1 million for them to win that pool.
I'd bet that.
Yeah.
All right. So here's all the pools, just so we can pick out the kind of the odd ones out team. Pool A is Chinese Taipei, Netherlands, Cuba, Italy, and Panama. I'm going to say Netherlands is definitely the odd ones out on that one.
Cuba could win that.
Cuba, I think Cuba's going to win that.
Panama could be a good one.
Nah, Cuba's going to win it. I think Cuba.
I could see Panama, but I think Cuba's the favorite to make it out of that.
Definitely. Pool B is Japan, South Korea, Australia. That's Chinese. Well, no, there's actually another team. China, and then the Czech Republic.
Japan is coming out of that.
Oh, yeah, Japan's 100% taking that. I think South Korea possibly, but...
No.
Yeah.
No. Isn't there only player like G-Man Choi or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. G-Man Choi's not beaten by himself. He's not going to win by himself.
I mean, they're probably getting second, so...
Yeah, they'll probably get second, yeah.
All right, Pool C. This is probably the toughest one, a little bit besides Pool D. Pool C is United States, Mexico, Colombia, Canada, and Great Britain.
All right, so in my opinion, you could rule out Great Britain.
Yeah.
I think it'll be down to U.S. and Colombia.
Ooh.
The United States and Colombia.
I think Mexico could kind of play a part.
They could, yeah. That's a tough one. It could go either way. It's baseball. You never know with baseball. It's just so unpredictable. It's whoever's like on a roll is gonna win.
Yeah.
Like it's just all momentum. That's what I realized. Like after watching baseball for like several years, I realized that baseball is pretty much all momentum.
Yeah. All right. So what happens? Let's just say, in an amazing scenario, the United States does not win their pool, and like they don't even get second. What do you think happens?
I think Colombia wins that pool.
No, I'm talking about just the reaction if the United States doesn't get out pool play.
I mean,
I think just everybody would go root for Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Honestly, I feel like the World Baseball Classic isn't what it used to be. I feel like it used to be a lot bigger with passionate fans and stuff. Like right now, I'm just gonna watch it to watch it. Like,
I mean, it's like the best talent.
It's the talent that I watch in the American Major League Baseball. Like baseball that is played in my country. It's like I really don't care who wins.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it used to be a big thing, at least for America, but I feel like it means so much more for every other country than it does for Americans because we watch these guys on other teams play. Some of these guys are on our favorite teams. It's like hard to root against them.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you're Japan, if you're a Japanese fan, like you want to win this bad.
Okay,
but it's not the same. I feel like for Americans.
So you say that, then I'll raise the question of World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have players who, famously, kind of last World Cup with Messi, who plays in PSG, which is in Paris. Of course, France was in the final against Argentina.
Yeah, they were playing each other. Mbappe on PSG as well. So I mean, yeah, that's true too. But I feel like the unity of like Major League Baseball is like everybody plays in that league,
right?
And like every star player at least, and
like if you're the best in your country, you
got
can be in MLB.
You got guys in soccer leagues like guy who grew up with me. I played flag football with him, Gio Reyna.
I know Gio Reyna.
Yeah, he's on Dortmund, which is based out of Germany, and then you got guys, and he in this World Cup he was ranked like 3rd for players below the age of 25, like crazy stat. Like he's supposed to be super good. He plays in Germany, and then you got guys that play in France, like, and then guys that play in Italy. Like every country is just it's everywhere. All these top players playing all over the place. I feel if you got all the top players in the world for baseball all playing in America, and if they're not, they're coming over. You see these guys coming over from Japan, coming over for like that.
The international
that's my take on it.
Yeah,
I think it's different.
I totally agree with Luke on this. Definitely, if the U.S. loses, it won't really like bother me a lot because I know that they're not the best team.
Right.
So it's like, and I'd rather the players be healthy for MLB season. Like I'm looking forward to MLB season as long as nobody gets hurt. Like if Nestor tears his arm up, I'm going to be way more concerned in the World Baseball Classic.
I will be done with the World Baseball Classic forever.
Yeah, like that's the risk that like the players are taking by playing is that they're risking injury, which I'm not a big fan of. Like I get like you want to represent your country. I appreciate I'm grateful for the American players that are playing, but at the same time like you have to look at it a certain way because MLB season is right around the corner. It's 50 days away exactly, and you don't want to risk any type of injury. Like I'm terrified that Nestor's playing. I was like praying on my knees that Judge wouldn't play. I'm like, please don't, please don't. Like just don't step foot on there. You have nothing to prove. You don't need to be there. Just don't. So when I found out Nestor was playing, I was like, oh no. That's why like as a Braves fan, if I was you, I'd be a little bit concerned to just like.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you here because Acuna last year he didn't exactly have the same pep in his step. He went and played in the winter leagues in Venezuela, did fine. Besides the whole fan interaction part, But then, I think giving him a couple more reps before kind of going into MLB play, I think that it's actually a positive for him to kind of get in, get some more reps in, and then maybe get back into that full.
Yeah, I don't like to be. I agree with you too. I don't like to be like a pessimist too much. I'm just like terrified of injury. Like anything, it's just like. Any like Yankee or any player on my team in other sports, like if they play in the Olympics or like anywhere, I'm just terrified. Like I don't want any injury, nothing.
Yeah, I get that because that's one of those things where it's like NFL preseason games.
Yeah,
Do you ever see the stars playing in them?
Well, rarely because I would not play my stars in the preseason.
Well, it's always like the final game, and it's always like for like a quarter max.
They'll play like a lot of coaches play their starters. Like there was like 2 years ago where I think it was like 7 all-pro players the year before tore their ACLs in the preseason, and everyone just stopped like playing in the preseason after that. Like nobody played. Like I wouldn't let Mahomes or anybody from the Chiefs sniff the field in the preseason. We have practice for a reason. Yeah, they're not coming on the field in the preseason. Like it's same thing as spring training. I'm not letting my players play in spring training. Like there's just no point. There's 0 point. I'm not a big preseason playing like my star player type of guy. I was never, and I'm never going to do that.
Okay, we'll talk about spring training. I want to kind of bring up a question and talk about spring training. We'll get to that next break, but I guess last thing. So again, we all talked about how we all kind of want to go to Miami for the Pool D.
Yeah, I would.
Which pool would you go to if we took Miami out of the question? So you got the Pool C, which is in Phoenix, Pool B, which is in Tokyo, and then Pool A, which is in Taiwan.
I mean, probably Phoenix because it's the close.
Well, I mean, okay. Let's say let's say there's a plane parked at Tuscaloosa Municipal Airport. It will take you to any of those 3 locations right now. Which one would you go to?
So I want to go to Tokyo.
Tokyo,
cool.
yeah, I want to go to Tokyo. Because I've never been to Tokyo.
Dude, I would go to Tokyo. Screw the whole World Baseball Club. I wouldn't go to a single game if I was in Tokyo. I would just like go out, bro. Yeah. Tokyo's like the sickest.
You want to go see a game?
I'm from New York, and I'm saying Tokyo's the sickest city in the world.
Yeah, Tokyo seems fun. I'd go to Tokyo if I were to pick. But obviously, like if I had a choice, like if there was obviously it's not realistic. There's gonna be a plane out there, but I'm saying I would go see U.S. play in Arizona, but but like if I were to pick, I'd probably pick Tokyo.
Man, I mean, well, look, you wouldn't go see a Tokyo Dome game. Like
if I was in Tokyo for a short amount of time, no shot. Absolutely no shot. If I was in Tokyo for a short amount of time, I'm doing what every tourist would ever do.
You won't go see a Nippon League game?
No.
No, that's like the league just right below the MLB. Are you kidding me?
Well, sorry guys. I'm only in Tokyo for a short amount of time. I'll be back here for when you guys get good enough to come to my league.
You are in Japan for 3 weeks.
All right, then I'll go.
Okay.
If I'm there for 3-4 days, I'm not going.
I am sick of these unrealistic answers. You would go to a Tokyo Dome game.
This is such a hypothetical question with no details at all.
I just gave you details.
Okay, well, all right. How long am I staying?
Okay, you have a chance to go see pool play at the World Baseball Classic.
How long's my stay at the hotel that they're giving me for free? In this hypothetical situation.
For how long pool play is? I forgot how long. It's 2 weeks, I think.
Then I'll go to multiple. But if I'm there for 3 or 4 days, I'm not doing that.
If I'm there for 3 to 4 days,
I'm going
to
see
watch a baseball game
the city of Tokyo.
Yeah, I'd go see the city of Tokyo. My cousin told me about Tokyo. It's unreal. The food there too.
Yeah,
I bet.
Man. Yeah. All right. Well, all that out of the way. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. I'm going to yell at these guys for not wanting to go see a game at the Tokyo Dome. And then we're going to talk about spring training. It's coming up. It's very soon. And then we also have Alabama baseball, Alabama softball, and more. So, quick 5-minute break. We will be right back.
WVUA-FM, Tuscaloosa.
And welcome back to Student Section MLB, everybody. I'm, of course, your host, Carson Keele.
Luke Torre.
Adam Baranovsky.
And let's start talking about spring training. It is coming up February 24th. Boys, you know how long?
So close.
That is very close. How many days?
About 21.
Correct. A little under, but still.
Yeah, about 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks. But again, we happen to have our first games. The first one will be, I think, New England University versus Boston. They haven't updated that. Where they just put the logo on the website.
Yeah.
Against Boston will be the first game, and then Texas at Kansas City. And then Seattle and San Diego will be our first official MLB teams actually playing each other's spring training games. So, exciting. Now, let's spring training.
It's the Northeastern Huskies. Not NEU. Northeastern.
It says NEU on the website.
It might be a minor league team.
University.
Yeah,
Northeastern, yeah.
Yeah, so North, yeah.
What?
I don't know. I've never seen an MLB team play college.
Never in my life.
I guess this is a first to see if it works.
Wait, what?
Okay, hold on. We have new details coming from Luke. Come on.
Northeastern University Alumni Relations website says the Huskies versus Red Sox cookout and spring training game is returning in 2023. After many months of separation, we are thrilled to be bringing our community back together for this wonderful tradition. The Alumni Relations team is working hard to plan the event that will be enjoyable and safe for all attendees while still maintaining everything.
This sounds like it's from 2021.
It's a barbecue. Well,
according to the website, it's in Fort Myers.
Game times at 1 p.m. Eastern. Is that right?
Yeah, it sounds about right from the website.
Yeah.
This is weird.
All right.
I've never ever heard
I don't think I've ever seen a college team
playing in an MLB.
They're gonna get beat 20-0.
Well, I mean, it is spring training. I doubt.
I bet you they don't even touch a star. They just throw in draftees. All right, go play them.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming too.
That's weird, man.
It's really strange.
I don't know if I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see DeGrom play for the Rangers. I don't know. I mean, it's probably obviously not going to play in spring training, but I'm just talking in general because the Rangers have spent the last. The Rangers have spent the last 2 offseasons.
The Rangers are stupid.
Yeah, I mean they paid Simeon. They paid.
I mean, what are we doing paying $1.5 billion?
Yeah, for 4 players.
For 3 players. Dude, you could take that and get so many young guys.
Yeah. I mean, they do have Jack Leader.
$1.5 bill with a B. Like, what?
Yeah, they do have. I mean, they do have
For guys that one's retiring soon, and the other two, Marcus Simeon, I'm sorry, is mid.
Yeah, he's not.
He had a
anymore.
down year.
Yeah.
Corey Seager is the only good player. You basically spent $1.5 million on Corey Seager and like
billion. Yeah. And,
little,
DeGrom. If DeGrom's back to his old self, obviously it's worth it.
I mean, he's getting old and he's obviously injury prone. So I mean, it's just such a gamble. And if you're you're putting $1.5 million a gamble, you should go get young guys that haven't proven themselves yet, and you can build that entire future. You spent like it's win now mode, and the Rangers suck. So
I still don't think that they're like necessarily like. Because they have like good pitchers coming up, like they have Kumar Rocker, they have Leader coming up, they have like solid players coming up. I just don't think that they've spent.
I didn't like.
So if the Rangers don't be successful, like if they're not going to be good, then there's some big problems.
Got a legendary manager, Bruce Bochy.
They got Bruce Bochy. I forgot about that. They got Bruce Bochy. They got Seager, Simeon, DeGrom. Like they've been massive spenders. So let's see if it pays off.
Obviously, they got Adolis Garcia, who's good.
Yeah.
Now, I guess what was kind of like this, like, all right, if this is a success, that's not World Series level for you.
I'd say probably second round in the playoffs.
They got to win that division.
Or win that division, easily.
All right, so one of those two?
Yeah.
That division outside of the Astros, right there, ALS.
They're very winnable.
That's due. I mean,
actually,
the Astros are just so stacked, and they look like they're gonna.
They're not beating Seattle. They're not. Is Seattle in that division? Yeah, I don't know. Seattle.
That's a tough division.
That's my early season prediction. Seattle wins the AL West. That's my early season prediction. They're the most complete team in my opinion. They're just like top to bottom. They're easily. And I told you Julio's going to win MVP.
Seattle's going to win it over Houston.
Yeah, I think
Houston wins that division 7 years straight.
The Yankees fan who hates that team says that.
I think Seattle could win that division. I think they're really good.
As much as I hate to say it, like.
No, the Astros are still going to be really good. I'm not saying they're not.
I think the Astros are ruling baseball for as long as I can see. But one thing I do want to mention that a lot of people are overlooking. There's going to be some crazy teams that win divisions this year for one reason, the shift ban. Yeah. There are so many players that are going to benefit from that. 2 on the Yankees.
Braves.
Anthony Rizzo, watch his batting average jump at least 40 points. He's going to hit 300. Stanton's going to hit 300.
He's still with the Dodgers right now.
Who?
No, he's a Yankee.
He's a Yankee.
Rizzo?
Rizzo
was never a Dodger.
Thank God Rizzo's a Yankee.
Yeah.
I was so scared.
I was like, hey, who became a Dodger in the trade deadline?
Oh, Joey Gallo.
Yeah, that was it. Okay.
God,
who cares about him?
Nightmare.
Good God.
Yeah.
You know where I was when that happened? I was at Wrigley Field watching a Cubs game because I was driving back from Colorado and we stopped in Chicago overnight. I saw Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bryant, and Javier Baez's last game.
Wow.
And Joey Gallo got traded in the middle of that game. And then I saw after the game, Chris Bryant was hugging up, and I was like, whoa. I just witnessed some crazy stuff.
Wow.
But I was so hype about Gallo, and then...
Yeah, that was.
You loved that, didn't you? You loved that trade.
Yeah, I mean, I like that trade at that time.
I thought he was gonna hit 70 homers, but he hit like 2.
He was gonna be the next Aaron Judge.
Good God, that was bad.
But anyway, Stanton and Rizzo Rizzo. I saw like a graph the other day on Twitter. He had 23 or 24 hits that were caught by a fourth outfielder. And that would have like they did like some like crazy. I don't even know how they did it with these like next gen. They would have all dropped for hits. That were all of his balls that he hit to the outfield where there was 4 outfielders playing out there. 24 extra hits. That's a lot of hits. 24.
Yeah.
That he's going to hit 300 this year, and the Yankees are going to benefit from the shift ban. A lot of teams are going to be benefiting. Some are going to be hurting. Yeah. It's obviously going to hurt pitchers' ERAs, but I mean, it's something to look out for. A lot of people forgot that is coming into place, along with the pitch clock too. That's going to throw a lot of pitchers out of the rhythm.
Oh, there's a pitch clock?
This is the year of the hitters.
Yeah,
This is the year.
How long is it?
20 seconds.
20 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. That's going to move the game so much faster.
This is the year of the hitters, the offensive year, 23.
I love that rule. That's going to be awesome because the pitchers take like a gazillion years. They'll be standing there like...
Especially that one guy on the Astros. I forgot his name. No, the guy that like... I'm about to do like a...
Okay, I'm going to describe it. You do the motion.
He's like...
He's like, okay, so he's the guy who like,
Luis
he
Garcia?
does, yeah.
Luis Garcia?
Yeah,
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. So basically,
Like, I saw him pitch at
it takes
Yankee,
forever.
yeah.
Basically, he looks like he's like faking it, basically.
I saw him pitch at Yankee Stadium. I was there from like 1 to like 9 p.m. I was like, yo, come on, dude. What are we doing?
Yeah,
but
I've always thought that there has to be a pitcher's clock because they take so dang long. I'm like, hurry it up.
And do you guys know if the pitch clock, does it like stop for when the pitcher starts his windup or releases the ball?
I've actually seen the pitch clock in action because I went to a bunch of minor league baseball games with this Rock City Trash Pans from Huntsville.
Right.
The pitch clock 100% made the game faster.
And does it stop like when the pitcher starts his windup or releases the ball?
So it stops when he basically goes into motion like this and basically starts getting ready his arm.
All right.
So in motion, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, yeah, that's gonna move the game.
Now, let me also say this: it 100% it depends on the operator. Each operator is a little bit different with how they run the clock. There was no set rule at the time. I'm not sure how they're going to do it in MLB. So, but usually an operator would, when he's in motion, getting ready to start throwing, that's when the clock stopped and it was go time. So.
No, I love that rule. It's probably the best move that Rob Manfred's made.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the better and needed additions to the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's like I'll be watching a baseball game at 4 and it's not even over by 9. Like it's just, I'm like, come on.
That'll make doubleheaders a lot better too. Do you know if the 7-inning doubleheader is going to happen again?
I believe that's basically the way it's going to.
Rob, dude, stop it.
Okay, I have a controversial take on that.
Stop it right now. That and the stupid runner on second rule is so dumb.
I kind of like the 7-inning doubleheaders.
I kind of like the second.
I hate
I kind of like it.
For the MLB.
I like it because it proves it makes like players play harder and it quickens the game. It like makes the game more fun. Just like hurry it up.
Quickens the game.
Like,
I don't know.
To wait like 20 years to like the 19th inning to hit something.
I'm a fan of free baseball, and I don't know. I'm not.
I just wanted to like if it's an extra innings.
I mean, you're new school. You said so. Like I get that's why you like it. I'm pretty old school. I just like traditional baseball rules, and I don't like anything being like change to it other than the ship ban. I do like that, but
I gotta disagree on the whole. I hate 7-inning doubleheaders.
I mean, obviously everyone's entitled.
Yeah, I like 7-inning doubleheaders because you don't have to. It's first of all 9 innings that wears the players out even more. And
you remove 4 innings, you help out a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Games.
Yeah, you help pitchers out, you help players out. Like it makes more sense. And like, all right, you go to extra innings, you play 1 inning, one game you play 9 innings. So it's basically like playing a real game, but with extra innings. So I kind of like it. I'm a fan of it because it helps players in my opinion. And and I'm a big fan of the second base crew. It just moves the game faster and it makes it more fun. In my opinion.
So bringing things back to spring training where we started originally, I guess. You made a comment when we were talking about World Baseball Classic about how you do not want your stars playing in games besides kind of like regular season games or playoffs. I guess, let's say you're a baseball manager. How would you're running a team, how would you handle your stars in the spring training? Because I kind of disagree with you because you have to have people getting
there will
reps.
I'll play them. Okay, like let's say Aaron Judge, right?
Right.
I probably don't play Aaron Judge at all. Pitchers, I potentially play. I'm not playing Aaron Judge. I'm not playing Giancarlo Stanton. I'm not playing Anthony Rizzo.
I think
I'm not playing them at all.
You could play like Judge at DH. I think pitchers have a better chance of getting injured than the hitters do in the World Baseball Classic because pitcher injuries happen often. With, like UCL tears and Tommy John surgery and whatnot, and like shoulder inflammation, like stuff like that. Pitchers are way more injury prone than players, I think, especially if they're DHing and all they're doing is hitting and running.
Yeah, but like, okay, so we DH Judge. Yeah. Who will like? I don't want Stanton playing. Stanton's an injury machine. Like I don't want Stanton playing in the game. Yeah, like I don't want Torre.
Plays the outfield for us.
There's no point. Like, give me a reason for the Yankees to play any of their starters. None.
I mean, you're saying
there's
like,
practice for a reason.
Hold on. If you're saying like every single day during spring training, no, that makes no sense.
Well, no, like at practice, you obviously practice with them. Like you have pitchers, like you scrimmage against your team. Obviously, you do that. And if injury happens, that's out of your control. But in the spring training game, in a meaningless game, not a chance I play them. I'm sorry.
I just heard you got to have kind of a reps against actual opposing teams, not just your own.
You can't sit them through spring training's got a purpose. It's not to show baseball fans that baseball's coming up soon. It's to get the players ready for the season. Yeah. They got to face live hitting. They got to face pitchers they haven't pitched yet to get them into mid-season form and get them ready for opening day.
I mean, okay, like, how about this? We'll come to an agreement. I'll play them a little bit. So maybe like 1 inning or 2 innings at the max. Or like probably one game I'll probably play them. Okay, I'd say every game maybe about an inning. I play the hitters. An inning or two.
I don't know. I like how they do it now. They don't play them like the full game. It's like what they do in like preseason for football. They play the starters for a quarter for the first game, and then they take them out. And then the second game, they play them for 2 quarters and they take them out. Then 3 quarters, and then they leave. They give them all off for the last game.
And then in 2019, there was a whole bunch of players in the preseason that were in the game that tore their ACLs. I mean, a whole bunch of them.
Hey, injuries happen, but I mean, I like what they're doing with spring training. I don't think you can make that change. That's much of a significant change.
I mean, all I'm gonna say
without seeing slow starts from everybody at the beginning of the
all I'm
gonna
say is Bill Belichick never played his starters in the preseason and won 6 Super Bowls. So that's all I'm gonna say. But that's just
different sport.
I know it's a different sport, but I'm just saying I'm not a big component of just playing my starters in the preseason because I'd rather them get healthy. I'd rather them be rested because I believe in rest more than I believe in reps. Because if you're rested, I agree with that. But maybe in season you can't. Like these guys, why would I rest them in season?
These guys, play for in season. I'm just saying these guys have been rested the entire offseason without facing live hitting. They need their reps to get ready for the regular season. And then if you want to,
what were they doing over the summer? What were they doing over the summer then? Not practicing.
No,
hitting?
They were practicing, but it's different. You're facing the same guy. You're not playing guys on other teams. You're facing the same pitchers over and over and over again. And spring training games, you're facing young guys you've never seen before. It's variety. I don't know.
What I like about what I like about the NFL is that they have joint practices. Right. Maybe you could do joint practices in baseball. So like you scrimmage, you don't.
I mean, that already happens with spring training. They right before they usually do.
Yeah. Okay. So joint practices is where I'll probably play play the players and then have them pitch. But in a game, no. Nah. Like if the MLB started doing joint practices, I like that a lot. Like joint practices work. Like that's perfect. I like that because they get to play not even in front of a crowd, just play together at practice. That's fine. But in a regular game, I'm not a big fan of it. I'm sorry. Like I can't. I'm a way bigger component of you rest and then you play. That's it. Because I believe rest matters way more than reps. It's just me. But
all right. Well, that's it for this segment. We're going to come up next up. We got to talk some Alabama softball, which is playing this week. Alabama baseball. And then we got some other topics to round out the show. So, quick 5-minute break. We'll be right back, guys.
WVUA-FM, Tuscaloosa.
And welcome back for the final section of Student Section MLB. So, like we were saying before, Alabama softball, Alabama baseball, it's coming up. Because guess what, guys? Alabama softball is starting this Friday. Doubleheader, of course, against Layton and Georgia State. I think they're playing Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
They play doubleheaders. I think on Friday. And then
Are we here? Home?
Yeah, it's home. I'm pretty sure it's home. Yeah. I think they play doubleheaders. I think they.
Saturday will get rained out.
Isn't that 2 doubleheaders? I know it's for a fact a doubleheader on Friday.
Yeah, it's 2 doubleheaders. So basically, it's Layton State and then Georgia State, and then it's Georgia State, Layton State on Saturday.
Okay, so they played 2 doubleheaders against the same team. Okay.
Saturday's gonna get rained out.
Yeah, Saturday might very well get rained out.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting look. But
push that back.
But yeah, I mean. Very exciting to see that happen.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Be sure to go out, guys. Go. It's they have a bus stop. It's not too far, so if you have a chance,
I'll be in Columbia, South Carolina, but I'll be rooting for them.
Yeah, I'll definitely be keeping track because I'm probably gonna be covering a lot of games for the CW this year for softball. I'm very excited. I loved covering them. Well, I covered one game. I covered their fall ball game. I loved it. I personally really enjoyed it.
Well, but I will be there on Friday for, of course, this station. I'll be covering. So.
Yeah, I usually am there. I was gonna be there this Friday, but I couldn't make it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, someone took it. Yeah.
Anyway,
I wanted to do it.
But also, Alabama baseball is here February 17th against Richmond. I know we're all excited for that
My
one.
boy plays for Richmond.
Yeah. Seawell Thomas Park is going to be very lit, as it usually is in the Terrence area. We all know.
Honestly, baseball games might be my favorite to go to in this school. I'm not even kidding.
We all know why.
Baseball,
We all know
well, no,
why.
because it's like football. It's like everyone's standing. It's not comfortable. Like, just sit down in football. Like, there's benches for a reason. Why are you standing on benches?
But I'm against sitting down in an Alabama football game.
No, I mean,
you stand up in a suit, so I don't
Not
know.
anymore.
Oh,
I'm initiated, man. I'm past that.
But I'm a big component of, if there's benches, just have a seat and just stand up when there's a touchdown. Like, do like the NFL does. Like, it's so much better that way. Nobody's gonna get tired. It opens up more seats. But baseball, it's just like the vibe of a baseball. It's just it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
but yeah, of course, February 17th can't come soon enough.
Yes.
Alabama, I think we're gonna have a big roll tide this year when it comes to how we're gonna do this season.
Yeah,
I wish we played Tulane.
Yeah.
Because they my best friend from home plays on Tulane. He's rookie. I mean, freshman this year. But I wanna see them play. I mean,
hey, they're only 4 hours away. It's not too far.
We'll play soon. I think we'll play them. We play them every other year or something, or every other 2 years. I don't know.
I mean, they play they play 4 hours away.
They
It's not
play
that
South
far.
Alabama, but that's far. That's
Not
like
really.
3 hours.
It's 3 hours. It's
Mobile. That's about 3.5. That's not too bad.
That's not too bad. Yeah, nothing here is that far away compared to. I mean, I drive home 15 hours.
Yeah,
So
they played Ole Miss.
At this point,
that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool. That's like 2 hours. Like I could do one.
All right. Well, anyway, it's the off season. There's always those little funny things that pop up.
Right.
We all know about the legend of Joe West and MLB.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite umpire.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, because I think everyone, but everyone, Wikipedia. It's quite the
Dude's a
website.
Clown, Joe West is certified clown.
Let me tell the story.
He's a bozo.
But yes, there's Wikipedia, which is of course the Wikipedia, the encyclopedia for everybody.
Wikipedia is a reliable source, gentlemen.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Wikipedia is a very reliable.
Well, we're
source.
about to see how it might not be actually.
Well, I'm just saying, in general. In this case, it might not be, but usually,
Wikipedia
most
might
of the time,
be
it's
the least reliable source on all of Google's platforms.
Well, right now, Joe West's page is kind of under some interesting renovations.
Mm-hmm.
And the culprit behind it is
Tell me about it.
Joe West himself.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. So a Reddit user discovered that on January 31st, an account called Crew Chief 22 made a series of edits to the Joe West page on Wikipedia.
no way that's his name. Crew Chief.
Bro,
20.
that's your burner.
That's your burner.
That's your burner.
Don't say Crew Chief.
Are you kidding? That's your burner, Joe West. Just proves how much of a clown you are. My gosh.
The man was a crew chief. We can at least give him that credit. He should have been a crew chief, but still.
Why would you?
Just like,
Just
you
continue.
could do like JW65325
no one's gonna know
and
who
nobody
you
will
are.
know
Yeah,
it.
no, people.
Even
John
if you
Walker,
put, even
I
if
don't
you,
know.
Even if you put like Josh West or something, or like Joseph West, like it's not even a fact. Like if you put crew chief, I'll probably know it's you because you're a crew chief. Like
Yeah, well, you're gonna love the bet. We got some more details.
Oh, do we?
So he removed the information about an altercation with Joe Torre, with the edit summary including my changes corrected the lies that were in an incident with Joe Torre, and the edit was not immediately reverted, so he returned, and basically it comes out. The changes said, the reason I'm making these changes is because I was there. Literally, the edit reason says I was at this event. And then you know what else he does? What else he does? He signs it with his own name.
God,
It's just laughable.
My name is Joe West.
does this guy not have like anything better to do?
Dude. Like, what are you doing?
Why are you on your own Wikipedia page? Like
I lost all respect for him since he like threw out Adrian Beltre for like messing around with the on
It was
circle.
before that?
No, like that's when I lost all respect for him because I mean I didn't really.
I've never liked him as.
I didn't really have like anything against umpires apart from Angel Hernandez and CB
Angel
Buckner for
Hernandez.
that one Rays game in the postseason where he called that fastball 5 feet above the strike zone a strike on Gleyber Torres. Made me want to literally do some beat him up, whatever. But I don't know. I've got little against umpires. They really serve no purpose. I I would love robot umps.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Robot umps.
Get these stupid personalities out of the sport. I mean,
they just want attention. They know that nobody pays attention to the umpires.
They just know that like everyone sucks, so they can just suck because they want to.
That's what I feel like they do sometimes, umpires. I know it's a little off topic, but they just call something controversial to get attention because they don't get attention beforehand. That's why they call something controversial. They'll be like, if the ball is low, they'll be like, oh, strike. So that they start,
Yapping with the coaches.
Yeah, they start fighting with the coaches so that they get all the attention because no one cares about umpires. Like they're not like
umpire lives don't matter.
Yeah, well, I mean they do, but I get
their lives outside of umping matter.
Yeah,
their lives inside of umping. You're there for one reason. You are there for a purpose. Yeah. Your purpose is to call the game fairly, where there's strikes inside of. There's a thing called a strike zone, right? It's a box that's pretty, I'd say fairly sized, and if a pitch goes in that box, it's a strike. If a pitch is out of the box, it's not a strike.
And a lot of the time,
but these umpires don't really understand that.
And a lot of the times, Aaron Judge is 6'7".
How do you call balls at his damn ankles?
It's at his legs. Oh, we'll call a strike on that. It's at his legs.
He's 6'7". You see Aaron Boone. Oh, that gets me so fired up when he's like, he's 6'7". He's 6'7". How are you gonna call that? Fix it. Yeah. Like it fires me up, man. Yeah. These umps stink. Get them out of here.
How do you call like realistic? Like it's I see it from my couch. I'm not even an umpire. I've never played baseball in my life. It's at the guy's feet.
I also another reason I'm like big into this robot ump thing. I saw a video of big Yankees prospect Jason Dominguez. Mm-hmm. They were using them in those games, and he challenged a strike 3 call on a 3-2 count, and then it went to the big board. They showed the graphic where the ball went below, and he took his base. Ball 4. You could just do this like to the guys upstairs. They challenge it, and you're good. I'm not sure how many challenges are allowed per game in the minor leagues, but I'm sure MLB would make a great rule, 2 or 3 a game or whatever. If you don't lose it, if you probably 2 a game. You lose it if you challenge it and it's wrong. You keep it if you challenge it and it's right. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
But God. I mean, I got my point across.
But I just kind of wrap up the whole Joe West story. So, again, he signed basically the reason to change edit kind of thing, which is hilarious. Then Crew Chief 22 has now been blocked from editing on Wikipedia for making legal threats.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Dude is such a clown. What are you doing?
And then of course
I'm assuming his number was 22. I'm assuming
I think it was. I think about it.
I'm assuming that his crew chief number was 22. Can you look it up?
Because if this is the case, oh my goodness, Joe West.
Like he made it so clear it was him. Like if it was.
Like even if he put Joe West even like a random one like 47, I probably wouldn't even think
in this picture there's a number 2 in the number, but I can't see both. Yeah.
Even if it's just 2,
he's like 22.
It's 22.
It's obviously not a 2.
Bro, what an idiot.
But of course, everyone knows with Wikipedia, if you make
ridiculous.
But
your burner is Crew Chief 22. Gee, I wonder who that is.
There's also one more.
It's like making me student, UA student, and then my CWID. That's basically making me, and then you look up my CWID and you find me. That's essentially me doing a burner account.
Wait, Adam, why are you changing your own Wikipedia page?
I'm not.
No, that's literally like me. Yeah. Like, I played high school baseball. I'm wearing my practice shirt right now. That's like me saying Fox Lane baseball player number 27. Yeah. 2022 roster. Like,
yeah.
Like, dude, what? Like, do you want to be known that it's you? Like, is that the point of a burner? To make it like that was where you would use a burner account. What are you doing? Changing your name? Not even changing your name. You're using your nickname.
Here's the best part. Apparently, this isn't his first time changing the Wikipedia page.
Oh my gosh!
Because a person went back and looked at the edit log. They looked at it. They noticed there was an IP from Lake County, Florida. Guess where Joe West lives?
Lake County, Florida.
Correct. So, and there's another thing.
Oh God, another.
The account was connected to an email. The email was found on what website?
MLB.com.
No, Joe West's own website.
Oh my god.
This is his own website? Jeez, what
Why?
Are you doing?
Yeah, what did he do to earn his own website?
You know exactly what he did. Just say it.
I don't want to say it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
No. I'm not saying that.
He made himself such a fool he became well known.
Yeah. He's a clown. Joe West is a clown. and it's good that he's gone from the game of baseball.
Yes, it is very
Okay.
good.
Mic drop. I wouldn't drop it, but it's connected to like a claw thing.
Yeah.
But
All right.
mic drop.
Weighing moments of the show. Take out Joe West, Angel Hernandez, worst umpire ever.
Oh my gosh, without a doubt, Angel Hernandez.
I just said no Angel Hernandez.
Angel, I can't.
Oh.
I can't. Angel Hernandez. 100
CB
times.
Buckner, the
CB
worst.
Buckner, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
Yes, CB Buckner.
That dude-
Angel Hernandez. It's like Angel Hernandez is number one for me, and then everybody else. It's just the way it is. Angel Hernandez, and then I despise that man. Legitimately despise him. I don't know if he's blind. I don't know what he is. But if a ball is at a guy who's 6'7" feet and is right and dang in front of you, how do you call a ball? How are you calling a strike on it? How? Oh my! And it's just him. It's not nobody else. It's just Angel Hernandez. I can't.
There's a 17-minute YouTube compilation of CB Buckner bad calls from last season.
Last season?
Last season. Oh my! Do Angel Hernandez.
That's there's probably like a lifetime. It's probably 2 hours. You can put that thing in a movie theater.
Angel Hernandez.
Angel
Yeah.
Hernandez worst calls
How long is it?
from 9 months ago, 27 minutes.
I'm sure that's just like
Worst
the big ones.
umpire in MLB history. This video is from a year ago. 1 hour and 11 minutes. That's probably his like.
combine it-
That's
that is
feature length.
that
That's
is
feature length.
longer than like Batman: The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Of just
what?
bad calls. Or the Dark
One
Knight.
hour and 59 minutes. You said
Like 1 hour and 11 plus 36.
no.
That's-
But Batman movies are over 2.5 hours.
Well, I mean, if you take every compilation on YouTube,
yeah,
it'll
yeah.
be
But
longer
that's
than
gonna be
Planet of the
repeats.
Apes, which was like 4 hours.
No, okay. All right.
Angel
On that-
Hernandez, you stink.
All right, on that bad movie time guesstimation.
It's time for Tide Hoops. Have a great night.
Yes. Have a good night, everybody. We shall see you next week, same place, same time. Till then, have a good one.
WVUA-FM, Tuscaloosa.